focusing on our timing, getting out of routes faster, and just mostly timing, just trying to be able to connect and be able to read each other on the field.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
This is going to be your third time, I think, 13 games playing an SEC opponent. What's special about those games when you guys match up against a team from the SEC?
I try not to think about that hype. Everyone says SEC is like the best conference. I really don't think about that. We play against SEC, and Tennessee, they're a good team. Auburn, great team, and now we're about to play, another great team. So I'm just out there just getting ready to play and just not trying to think about that hype.
It definitely is a different feel to it than, say, if you were starting the season against Missouri State or Nevada.
Oh, definitely. I mean, this is going to determine our whole season right here. So I think everyone knows that, and I think everyone's been working hard this offseason and this past week trying to get ready for this game.
You mentioned that this is going to determine your whole season, and a couple days ago, Darren said that this game was bigger than the BCS game. Is there, a downside to putting that much emphasis on the one game, especially the first game of the season?
No, I want to say that at all. I mean, I feel like, playing against a good team to start off is to show, what we've done and how hard we worked during the offseason. So it's great that we're putting against another good team, and especially on national TV to show everyone, what we've been doing.
Thanks.
No problem.
Is there a danger of hyping it up too much?
No, there's no danger of hyping it up. I mean, you can hype it all you want. People are going to get hyped up. But I feel like we shouldn't, really think about that. We got to focus on what we have to do. And if we get caught up in the hype, we're not going to be able to focus in the game. So I think Coach Kelly's done a good job on trying to, bring us down a little bit and have us focus.
At least one LSU player said that they were angry and ready to play. You play well angry?
I mean, they can bring it. We're ready. They can be mad all they want, but, we got to see what they have on the field. I mean, they can do all that talking, but you got to show it.
But do you play well angry? Do you like to be calm? How do you come to the table with it?
I just play. I don't do none of that trash talking. Unless they trash talk to me, I'm gonna talk back. But it's a game of football. I'm not out there to talk. I'm out there to play the game.
How have you noticed Chip's camps evolve over the last couple of years?
Well, since my sophomore year, that's when it all started. So every year it's gotten faster and faster. So his tempo really rise, especially from last year to this year. So.
Really?
Yeah.
That much faster?
That much faster. You'll see.
You're just running around constantly out there?
Oh, yeah, we're running a lot. We got a few new plays, so we're out there trying to get our endurance up, and he's done a very good job with, trying to work us, substituting us because we run a lot out there. So I think he's doing a good job there.
How can you prepare for their defense, their speed?
Their speed? Yeah, they're pretty fast, but I think they need to really focus on keeping up with us because our tempo is so fast, and I really don't think there's any other team that goes as fast as we do. So their speed, I feel like we're going to be able to slow them down for how fast we go.
One question might be just, can you guys get into your offensive rhythm kind of right off the bat? With some long layoffs, the Boise game a couple years ago, the bowl games, it seems like you guys have struggled to get into offensive rhythm after some long layoffs.
Yeah.
I wonder about that as a factor in this game, but you guys do a lot of your 2-minute offense stuff first thing in some practices. How do you generally feel about your rhythm in those scenarios? Do you feel like you guys start well in those situations?
Oh yeah, I mean, during practice, I think we've been doing pretty well on that. We've been moving the ball pretty well, but that's every team's goal, to start off fast and start off hard. So I feel like when the game comes, I think we'll be ready to hit them hard.
And your position group was kind of a question mark going into camp. How do you feel? Can you compare your thoughts on all the guys now as compared to a month ago?
I think they're ready. Me being as a leader in the receiver corps, I have to step up and help these guys and help them lead on the field. Drew and Jeff, they did the same thing for me, so I'm trying to help these guys out, and helping them is going to help the team win.
Where's the depth going to come from at receiver?
Where's the depth?
Yeah, the depth.
It's going to come from, I'm not sure if the lineup just came out yet, so I'm not going to really get into that. So.
You notice a common thread that your coach downplayed it between the three non-conference opponents in the top 20 that you guys have struggled with the last couple of years. You notice any common threads in those games, things that have gone wrong?
I just feel like it was just a lack of focus at the end, I feel like losing against Boise State and Auburn, I felt like we started off good in the beginning, and then just at the end we just kind of let it go. I don't know if it's lack of focus or just you know, just not being consistent with each other, not being able to communicate with each other well. But I felt like we worked on that a lot this season.
How can you work on that for it to manifest itself by the end of the game?
How can we work on that at the end?
Yeah, how do you work on that in practice so that you make sure it happens at the end of the game?
It's not just practice. We work that on off the field. I feel like being able to communicate with each other off the field, I think it brings another vibe onto the field, onto the practice field. I feel like when everyone starts to know each other, you know, get to hang out a little bit off the field, I feel like they can bring that to practice and they'll be able to be comfortable with each other, to be able to trust each other on the field. So.